Okay, Wednesday's wrap-up video. I'm going to cover the big one today, AUY. Corey, great heads up. Actually, how it worked today, Corey mentioned ABX, which we had called earlier at a 3611 trigger. Show you the setups here on fives. 3611, it hit 3610 early, pulled back, and as it made its way back up, we called it 3611. We said right here with a stop at worst case 35.79, so it wasn't too bad. 21, 32, 33 cents, something like that. And from 36.11, it popped pretty quickly to 36.62. And as we teach, once you get a dime or more, sell some, go to break even stop, which got hit right here. Okay, so hopefully you sold some into this pop like we teach. Probably got stopped out on the back half if you didn't sell at all in this during this pullback. And then Corey re-alerted the room. This is what I love about the numbers in our room. Okay, we had 100, 180, 100, 200 people in there today, and usually somebody spots some of the setups we teach, even on the secondary ideas. So Corey posted ABX on the secondary 15s. These are 15-minute candles, and I liked the setup. However, the trigger would have been 36.41, and the worst case stop 36.03. You know, that's a almost 40 cents risk. That's a little wider than I like, but what I did was, once Corey pointed that out, I said, well, let's look at AUY, because these gold stocks tend to run together anyway. And AUY was also forming, which is not uncommon. When ABX did it, AUY had the same formation. However, AUY secondary 15's trigger was 929. I was able to get to the chart in time to alert over the microphone. 929 trigger on AUY, and a worst case stop 921. So now you have 8 cents risk. Okay, and from 929, this thing never looked back. I mean, popped pretty quickly to 969, and although it never came down and retested your break-even stop, and ultimately went all the way to 1025 for a very nice gain there. So, Corey, we owe you a mug. Again, we actually we always joke about sending out GSP mugs to members that with great alerts that follow the guidelines we teach. Here's a quick little shot. Let me throw that into the screen there. We actually ordered these now, so we've got a chunk of these on the way, and my wife has graciously accepted the responsibility to send these out when I give her a name and address, somebody that deserves one. So Corey, we're not going to have them for a few weeks, but Corey, you're on the list to get one of these early mugs, as we already have a few other people on the list. By the time I get them, they may all be going out. But I love the teamwork in here, so I may have to order another batch here shortly. Just wanted to share that with you. So great. Anyone who played really any of the golds along those lines worked out well. I also wanted to talk about, well, there wasn't much else today. I wanted to talk about IPI. We had this on Bounce Watch. Okay, let me switch to fives. Remember, well, first let's show you the daily. Remember, this was on Bounce Watch because it had been down, what, 5-6 days in a row, down near support. So it was overdue for a bounce. Now let's switch to fives. Now you know that means we want to buy a break of the 30-minute high. So with these being 5-minute candles, the 30-minute high was right here, 22.72, and then it pulled back, and then here was this vertical line right here. It's where the 30-minute mark was. So it met all of our parameters. It wasn't triggering, wasn't hitting new highs right at the 30 minutes, at the 30-minute mark. So 22.73 was your trigger right here. And the fact that it pulled back like this made me like it even more, but unfortunately I found this after the fact. This was on our Bounce Play watch list. 160, 180 people, 200 people, whatever we had in there at the time this triggered. This is one of those where I'm pretty sure, that collectively we missed this one. And we only had a few bounce plays on the watch list, but even though it's hindsight here, I never saw anybody celebrating this one. So again, it's one of those that we missed collectively as a group. But the trigger was right here, okay, over this 30-minute high, 22.73. And looking back, see this pullback here? This would have been the stop right below this pullback. So 22.73 trigger, 22.32 stop. So about 40 cents risk. But it didn't take too long, 15, 20 minutes. And you're up really nicely to 23.35. And ultimately, this thing went to 23.99, which is $1.20 or so profit potential there on a $23 stock. So a real nice gain there that somehow collectively we missed as a group. There were some other small gains today, like WCRX. I traded that one twice. I'm not going to go over the setups here. I'm just going to, I'm just going to wrap it up for the day and keep it short today. Sorry for the late wrap-up video. My son and I went out and played what was supposed to be 18 holes, and we got got hit in one of those Florida downpours. So we got a rain check for the other 9, and we came home pretty soaked. But actually, it was a kind of a fun memory there. So great job today, working together as a team. We're going to wrap this up, and we'll see everybody on Thursday morning. Have a great night.